Hello guys, thanks again for joining me in another video tutorial. Today we're going to discuss hue and saturation and the practical use we may have for it. On screen right now I have a rainbow of colors, and what we're going to do is manipulate all these colors not just as a whole but as their individual channels. First thing we need to do, in your layers panel, go to the bottom of the layer panel and you'll see a round icon that looks sort of like a half a moon. Okay, so from here we want to click hue and saturation. Right now, on it should be set on masters automatically, and if you manipulate the master hue, you'll see that the hue in each of these channels are actually changing, right? But that might not be practical for you. Let's say we want to only manipulate this green channel. So what we do is, from master we go down and we'd select green. Then we'll be able to change just our green channel, right? And it's the same if we want to change, let's say, the blue channel. Okay, and it's the same for each and every one of these. Pretty easy, right? But let's say we had something a little bit crazier. So let's just mix these colors up a little. Alright, now we have these colors all mixed up, and let's say I would like to only change this cyan color. So we go back to our hue layer. From master, we're going to select cyan. And let's say I wanted to blend that cyan with that green. So I would come in here and there we go. We match the cyan with the green. You could also increase the saturation in that, or desaturate just that green. And again, you could lighten, darken. What if you end up with a color that you don't quite know how to make out, right? I'm gonna go ahead and just blend these colors together. So let's use a Gaussian on this. Alright, so we have these colors all blended up, right? We see the blue, we see some cyan, some green, some yellow, some red, orange. So I'll go back to my hue and saturation layer to have a better control of what we're actually manipulating. Just choose a channel, right? I'm going with the red channel. Then click this eyedropper tool right here and select a color region that you would like to manipulate. If you look into this area right here, you're not sure if it's yellow or green. So if we click that area, it would tell us it's yellow, but we might want it to be green. Then we choose another channel. This is called yellow 2. And now we're gonna manipulate the blue. So we click that region, and you notice if you click around, it would automatically select what color area that is. And right now it's telling me that that area is cyan. So we could come in and we could manipulate the cyan area, right? And come back in, select another channel, and it doesn't matter if it says green, blue, red. The name of the channel no longer matters once you're using this eyedropper tool right here, because once you select a region, that channel now becomes that color channel that you selected. Okay, Okay, so we're gonna manipulate this image, right? And image is pulled up. Again, go to the bottom of your layer panel. Click that round half moon thingy and go to hue and saturation, right? We're gonna change this blue into something else and also this blue into something else. Now, again, if we manipulate the master channel, we're changing the hue of all the colors on the image. What we want to do, select a channel. Remember, choose that eyedropper tool and then select the region you want to manipulate. So let's say I don't know, let's go with that, right? Now we only manipulated the blue areas, but we didn't want to manipulate this blue area, right? And a way to offset that, if you notice, your hue and saturation layer automatically comes with the mask layer. And for those of you who does not know what a mask is, well, a mask allow you to show or hide different areas of that layer. I'm gonna select the paintbrush, right, and make sure you're on black, because black is what we're getting out. If you notice, the mask is white, so it's revealing everything. You paint with black or white or gray. Gray, depending on the gray percentage, tells you the visibility of that area that is being painted. So I want mine with a hardness of maybe 90. Right? So I'm coming in here. And I'm only painting back the colors in this area, because I don't want this area to be messed with quite yet. So now I'm gonna create a new hue adjustment layer, and back to my master. Again, you just choose, it doesn't matter what channel you choose, and select that eyedropper tool, select the area you want to manipulate, and then go ahead. And again, don't pay attention to the other areas, just pay attention to the area that we're actually planning to change. And I'm gonna saturate this a little bit so it stands out. Right now, go back to our brush, and again we're gonna paint away the areas we didn't mean to affect. Now let's say you make a mistake, right, using your paintbrush tool. The reason why using layer mask is so cool, because you can make mistakes all you want. All you have to do, if you notice, I'm painting with black. All I have to do is invert my my swatch or my brush to white, and then come back in and undo what I just did. Alright, and I think that concludes our lesson on hue and saturation. Or should I pull another one in here? I think I will. All right, let's see what else we got. This is a pretty straightforward one, but we're gonna complicate it because that's what we do. That is what we do. So we're only gonna change her lips, right? Actually, we're going to change her lips one color, and the rest of the reds we'll play with that, find different colors for it. Okay, so you in saturation, go to your color channel, and for this one we don't have to try to select it because we know it's red, right? So here we go. I kind of like that. I like that. Look at that off the bat. All right, so what if your mask is completely white and you don't really want the whole thing to show? Then you invert it. Control I inverts your mask. Not that. Control I. Right. So it looks like everything is taken away, but if you notice your mask is now completely black, that means everything is being hidden. So we're gonna paint what we want in, and we switch our brush back to white. And we're just gonna paint in her lips. And what's so cool in using you in saturation is because it's only using targeting that specific color area, you don't really have to worry about being too neat. Okay, this is only a demo, so I ain't gonna spend too much time on it, but that's a before and after. All right, and we're gonna make her bra, instead of bright red, let's make it pink. So back to you in saturation, go to the red channel, and we're gonna find something pink. Alright, that's close enough. Right, about right there, and let's lighten it. Right. Okay, and then again with this layer mask, we need to invert that. Control I, and we come in and start painting. Okay, and keep in mind again, when I mess up like this, I paint it back in by swapping out my brush from black to white, white to black, vice versa. I use a shortcut key. It's on yours is probably Shift X. I just pressed the X key, and that's because of how I got my shortcut set up. All right, anywho, that's good enough, I guess. Good enough is the theme for today. All right, so we have something kind of sort of pink, maybe, I'm not sure. All right, and last but not least, let's turn this trim into blue. All right, so you in saturation, back up. Red channel is what we're adjusting, and we're going for blue. We are going for blue. Alright. Control I to invert it. And let's just paint this in. I mean, since we're painting over that black, we don't really need to be neat at all. At all. Except for when we reach her skin tone. So, take some of that away. Alright, so here we go. Our lesson on hue and saturation. That's the before and this is the after. Before and after. Before and after. Before and after. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Didn't want to spend too much time on it, but I hope this served informative. And guys, thank you very much for watching, and be sure to check out my website agostilo.com. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Love you guys.